Geminis, what's up? Welcome to FlavoredVivid. For those of you guys new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical, some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career, I pull a spread on your love life, and I close it out with spirit guide messages. Now with that said, I'm going to give a trigger warning. The thing about my readings is they're not always love, light, and fluffiness and telling you what you want to hear. Sometimes they're triggering and they're telling you what you need to hear. This one is one of those messages. So if you don't want to listen and you're like, this is not for me, I don't need to hear anything right now, that's cool. I love you. I wish you luck. But for those of you guys that would like to heed the warning, I do have one for you. I think that right now you are trying to force something into your favor. And you're trying your best to like align to authenticity. You are doing what you feel is right, but it's not the right thing to do. And so I titled your reading, perhaps there's a better way to do things. Because what you are actually doing is you're forcing yourself in a position where you might lose some respect, okay? People who respect you. You might not be handling the situations in the appropriate way. You also got shadow work out, which we do have a new moon in Scorpio anchoring into that shadow work here. This is facing hidden fears, exploring darker emotions, accepting imperfections, and meeting your darker self. You also have forcer here, which is forcing things on you, forcing their way in, using force to get what they want, okay? And I think that right now you need more rest. You need more time to make decisions before you're making these decisions. You have the King of Wands here. So this is either you or this is a fire sign, okay? Or this is you and you have fire in your chart here. But with the King of Wands in the reverse, it's like you're not acting with like leadership and authority. It's acting with arrogance, okay? So of course it can be vice versa, where you're losing respect for another person. Take it as it resonates for you. You're gonna know this is just a general reading, but this is let's just go ahead and see what this is. I'm very curious, honestly. I wasn't expecting these cards at all, so I was very thrown off when pulling them here. Tell me about loss of respect though. Five of Wands, yeah, conflict and chaos. That's showing up in your career. So there might be a decision at work where you're losing respect for somebody else, or an argument or something like that happens, or people are losing respect for you. Okay, Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay, fire sign energy again. Opportunist type of energy, Two of Swords. And I don't think whoever is doing this is seeing the truth of the situation with the Two of Swords. Eight of Cups, but it's like they need to walk away before it's too late. They need to chill out before it's too late. They need to rethink a decision before it's too late, okay? Tell me about the shadow work card, please. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this has been delayed, like somebody's been avoiding doing some sort of shadow work, and really sitting with themselves, looking at themselves. Four of Cups here. And Spirit's saying like, hey, right now the past is caught up to you. It's time to sit with yourself. You can't claim victim to your situation, especially if you've been the one like creating it or partaking in it as well. All right. Tell me about Forcer here. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Okay, I feel like that's another person, to be honest. And the Fool card, unless you're an Aries. Somebody's moving with ignorance or arrogance right now. I'm going to be real with you, okay? They're not looking before they step. And it's like, this is a hard message. Five of Swords. It's causing fucking problems. It is causing problems. Six of Wands in the reverse. It's not going to lead to success here. Okay, so if you're trying to force something, if you're making impulsive decisions based on like arguments, conflict, competition, whatever it may be, there is something here where it's like Spirit's forcing you basically into timeout to do some shadow work. This is in regard to the planetary alignment that we have right now. We have a grand water trine. We have the moon is going to be moving into Scorpio, this new moon here. We have 5 planets in retrograde. Tis the season. And like I was getting that like old Snickers commercial with this rejuvenation and fulfillment where it's like you're not you when you're hungry. So right now it's like you're hungry for something, right? Whatever it is energetically. But you're not you. You're not yourself right now. You need to take a step back. You need to rejuvenate. You need to refill your own cup. okay, in order to really tap into like that strength and that wisdom, so that, yeah, seek guidance, exactly, and fate has blocked this path for you. Okay, so that you don't make the wrong decision, okay? And we have this, fate has blocked this path for you. Dogs, come on, please, stop. Go wrestle somewhere else. You guys have a whole house and you always choose to do it right in front of my desk. I've got 3 dogs. My 3rd dog's name is Cerberus because it's the 3rd head. Love my dogs, but sometimes they're codependent. They're 2 Tauruses and a Pisces, so it can be mad. And one of them is a fucking tank. He is a Rottweiler, so he doesn't know his strength or the size of him. He's the sweetest Rottweiler you'll ever meet, but still. Anyways, back to you though. I really think that right now you need to rejuvenate, refill yourself, and tap into that strength and wisdom, or else spirit's gonna really block a path for you, and you're not gonna be happy with that, okay? My volume is low or muffled. How is it now? Did you click out or back in? Oh no, 2 people have said it. Go ahead and tell me how the volume is now. I unplugged my microphone. Ladies, gent, it's the same? I don't know then. I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, same. I don't know why the volume is like that. That must be a YouTube thing. Maybe I'm not meant to do your reading today. I questioned even coming live to do your reading. I did. I was like all for it at first, and then when I got these cards, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah. Is it really bad? Because if it's really bad, I'm just going to exit. And I'll just be like, okay, that's my sign to go relax for the night. You can hear me fine, Kelly? Okay. I'm sorry for those having some sound issues. I don't know what's going on. I don't really know why it's showing up the way that it is. Mercury retrograde, patience. You just have to lean up really close. I'm so sorry. No, it's not bad. Okay. Alright, so I'm getting like mixed reviews on it. I'm going to continue, but let's go ahead and see where this goes. So right now, some of you guys are needing, take some time out to yourself, do some journaling, do some shadow work. It's right in alignment with astrology. It's not you. You're not a bad person. But, sometimes shadow work can really, and rejuvenating ourselves can really save us from making decisions, like impulsive decisions that we're not really proud of. You know what I mean? So I feel like Spirit's trying to warn you of something where you might end up acting in a way that you're not proud of, or saying something that you're not proud of, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle live and see what we've got for you guys. Messages, please, for Gemini. Okay, true feelings are being masked. Yeah. It's kind of like acting like things are fine when they're not fucking fine, and it's okay for things to not be fine. It's okay to have your feelings hurt. It's okay to feel betrayed. It's okay to feel angry. I feel like the whole love and light community has created this weird stipulation where people are meant to be love and light and be the bigger person in situations and blah blah blah, right? And so it's you're kind of struggling with this identity within yourself and what's the right thing to do with true feelings are being masked, and you're not showing yourself, which is bringing up this Harley Quinn energy, right? Where she comes in, she's nice, charming, funny, etc., but then she's got a trick up her sleeve. Tell me about the Harley Quinn. Yeah, we've got the 4 of Swords. There's a need for you to kind of rest, to meditate, okay, to take a step back before reacting, because you might not like the way that you react to something, and I do feel like you're carrying some sort of heavy burdens right now, a lot of responsibilities right now. There's a lot of weight on you, and that is okay, but yeah, 4 of Cups here. It's okay to say no and slow down and miss out on certain things, okay? 5 of Swords, because I feel like you might get in an argument with somebody and then you're going to say something that you can't take back. All right, so be mindful of that. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So tap into those emotions this week, Geminis. Tap into your emotions this week. Messages, please. For some of you guys, it could be about a breakup. All right, friendship, romantic, doesn't matter. What do we have here? Okay, false alarm. You have sneaky link, and you have self-care Sunday. Yeah, and then fake flex, okay? Alright. Messages, please, for Geminis. Thank you. You have creativity. You have obsessive lover and moving. And wants you back. Alright, overall energy. Giving money. Listen, there's somebody around you, Gemini. I feel like you're angry about this person and it's impacting other areas of your life. There's somebody around you who's fake as shit, okay? They like to pretend that they've got it like that on Instagram, but they're broke in real life. They're very deceptive, okay? I feel like they could be borrowing money from you or asking you for things, needing a place to stay. But this person, it's like they're feeding off of you. They're duplicating off of you. Tell me about this. Queen of Cups in the reverse and the King of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, now for some of you guys, this is how you are feeling. You're like, this person's copying me, this person's doing this person's doing that. They're not doing that though, okay? So it says false alarm and then creativity. So you might be feeling like somebody's trying to like steal your ideas, copy you in some sort of way, but I do feel like it's your emotions kind of playing games with you, and there's a need for grounding here. The Hangman, seeing things in a new perspective. You could have been dealing with Pisces. Alright, yeah, 2 cups of friendship in some sort of way, but the truth is going to be exposed in this, alright? You know, and maybe you kind of jump to conclusions here, and you're recognizing that this person is not feeding off of you. Now, for some of you guys, though, we do have, okay, tell me about this, though. Yeah, we have the 5 swords. Okay, so you're arguing with an ex right now. The World card. This could be somebody at a distance. This could be a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or an Aquarius. This person's like obsessed with you, alright? This person, you know, could have had some sort of sneaky link or cheated in some sort of way. Yeah, somebody couldn't keep their wand in their pants is what I'm getting here. They saw an opportunity and they took it. 4 of Swords, they slept with somebody. So you had somebody cheat on you. This person wants you back, though, the Sun card. The truth has already come out from that. I do see you healing from that situation. You're just taking care of yourself. I feel like there's a need for you to prioritize rest, to recharge emotionally, to pamper yourself, you know. But once you back is here, also, Knight of Cups, they're going to come in with an apology. 4 of Wands in the reverse. I wouldn't trust it. Yeah, 5 of Wands here. This person's a problem. This person's a problem. They're only coming back around because they need money or stability, something that they feel like you can offer. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, their apology is not real. We have the Magician card in the reverse. It's manipulation because they have an agenda. What's their agenda? 3 of Cups. Their agenda is a reunion for what, though? 7 of Wands. They want you to like protect their name. They're afraid of what you're going to tell people about this situation. 8 of Wands in the reverse. This person has a pattern or a habit of doing this, okay, of like cheating or something like that. And so they don't want this getting out to other people. 3 of Wands in the reverse. This person cares a lot about their character and the way that they're being perceived. They're an opportunist, you know. They might use money to like bribe you as well. 7 of Cups, they're trying to come up with creative ways to kind of like bribe you or to get back into your good graces if you've been financially supporting them. Okay, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like they're going to fail at this. The Chariot card, I don't see you moving forward. Justice in the reverse. Like, you know there's no repair for this, but they're going to really hold on and like not give up so easily. And I feel like that's going to be very frustrating for you to deal with, okay? This person is obsessive. They're dangerous, so they're very toxic, they're unhealthy, they're possessive, and they are karmic. So I would be careful with that. I do feel like they're going to come in with some sort of like love bombing, you know? It's almost going to be like overwhelming, but it's hidden charm, you know, it's hidden control. It's like they're hiding who they really are. Yeah, toxic love is here as well. It says pain disguises passion, addictive patterns, harmful attachments, can't live without you. So they're going to come in hard on this situation because they're having a hard time letting you go. You might have made this person like move out or something like that, but this person, I don't know, you guys don't live together is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing you don't live together. You were talking about living together. the Ace of Swords. You were talking about living together, okay? But the truth about this individual came out, Page of Swords in the reverse. And they're still trying to lie about it. Like, you don't even have the whole truth in this situation. I don't know. I don't like this person. I think this person's wearing a heavy mask, okay? The other weird situation with the false alarm, that's different. That's probably to do with like a friend or somebody from work. So just be mindful of that. We are going to get into work after this. Yeah, you have a big break coming up, okay? Your career is going to hit like a major turning point. So just be mindful of that, okay? You're going to have this like life-changing moment that's coming in for you. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, like this person's played out. A lot of people are tired of this person's shit. You know, they've done this to multiple people. Yeah, impersonator. They're not who you think that they are. So yeah. They're not who you think they are. A karmic friend, like this person's very karmic by nature. They haven't learned their karmic lessons, and so be mindful of that. Whether this is romantic or not, I do feel like this is more romantic if I'm being real. But it could also just be a friend trying to return to your life. I do think that you need to do shadow work around this situation, though. Not saying that you are the problem, but I am seeing that there's a need to face like bigger fears. And emotions around this, okay? You know, maybe there's like shame or like guilt, like blaming yourself. I always attract this type of person, like whatever it is that kind of comes up in this situation. But otherwise, Spirit is asking you to let this person go, like reject this person and call back your power in this energy, or call back your power here for your own energy, okay? Tell me about loss of respect here. Jealous co-worker, not giving credit where it's due. So you could be losing respect for your jealous co-worker here. Some of you guys might be like quitting. Tell me what's going on. Oppressive boss, not a great start. This is a heavy week for you guys, babies. Social status. Okay. No matter what you do, yeah, we have quitting or fired as your overall energy. No matter what you do, Geminis this week, I need you to like check yourself. Don't get out of character. I feel like somebody's going to try to test you to get you like out of character to make you look bad in a certain way. And it's not going to be promising. Like it's not going to be a good look for you. I think that's going to need to, you know, hold off on what you want to say and like really plan for it. Because this can go two different ways and it really depends. Like you'll actually receive a lot of support from individuals around you if you take a breath, like take a step back and before you say something, before you address the situation. But if you just pop the fuck off, it's like people are going to lose respect for you. But so it can go, yeah, it's like don't get arrogant is what Spirit is saying here, okay? You can either come up from this or this could be like a downfall for you, okay? And it's curated by another person, which is very frustrating. Tell me about oppressive boss. The Nine of Swords in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So you have a boss that wants you to fail. They are setting you up for failure. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. They're not giving you all the facts, the info, the information that you need. They want you to fail on purpose. Five of Wands so that they can create conflict. Okay? Literally, Five of Wands. They want to create some sort of problem here where you look bad. So I need you to be as calm, cool, and collected this week as freaking possible because you've got somebody trying to set you up to make you look bad. Alright? Yeah, social status with the World card in the reverse. And I'm telling you here because I can see it on the cards, it's either going to go where you look good, you handled it the right way, everybody has respect for you, or people are going to lose respect for you because you pop off, you say some shit when you're angry and triggered, okay, Five of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, something that you can't take back, something that you don't even necessarily mean, but you might say something, right? It kind of feels like what I'm getting is like cancel culture, okay? Like where somebody tries to cancel you, yeah, the Tower card in the reverse, but this can be avoided, this has not happened yet. Alright, so when this does happen, there's a need to take a breath. There's a need to go to the bathroom, to take a break, whatever is necessary here before like popping off, okay? Four of Cups in the reverse. Again, this can be like avoided. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles, and it's absolutely happening at work, and it really determines what's going to happen like with your money and how people are going to view you. Nice. No, babies. I feel like you're completely valid in whatever you're feeling. Okay, I do want to take your side on this, and you know, I don't think that people are taking the time to truly like understand you, and where you're coming from, and they don't really see the entirety of the picture. But I also see you popping off, and you can't like blame other people for not seeing it when you're showing them this like erratic, ungrounded, dysregulated version of you. I know we all hit a fucking breaking point. Like I get it, yeah. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, but you need to hit the brakes, baby. Like slam the car, not slam the car. I'm sorry. Turn the car off. Like slam it to a stop, turn the car off, and like throw the keys and consider yourself a drunk driver. You know what I mean? Like this is not safe right now. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you need to woo-saw, come back, and with a plan of action, like a strategy. Otherwise, you're gonna be really disappointed with the results. Nine of Pentacles here. Okay, but if you come back with a strategy, Nine of Pentacles, I see it actually brings in more financial opportunities. I see things really going favorably for you. It really just depends on how this situation is handled. Queen of Cups in the reverse, it really depends on your emotions around the situation. Six of Wands, and if you're successful or not, okay? And know that people are watching you. Whatever this is almost like public, where it's like people are watching you here. So your overall energy is quitting or fired. The Strength card, you gotta hold back. I'm telling you, you're gonna end up like losing your job. Like quitting a job, totally fine, but at the same time, like let's make sure we're making practical and responsible choices and decisions, especially number one in this economy, and number two, it's around the holidays. Like there's a lot of different factors that goes into this. All right, the Hermit card. So yeah, take a step back, breathe, like do some EFT, somatic exercises, whatever is necessary to like release this energy, and come back around when you are more clear-headed instead of acting irrationally. From Page of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse, because again, it's just a setup. It's a fucking setup. So this can go really good or really bad, and it hasn't happened yet, so it depends on how you react to it. Four of Swords, but Spirit's telling you like take a step back. Okay, this person is baiting you. This person definitely evil eyes you because they know you're meant to be successful and you're onto something. Like you're so close to something that they're trying to set you up in a way, and it's just not good, babe. It's not good. I love you. Like I wish I could say otherwise here. So be careful of people setting you up right now. All right, Queen of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody very envious. Hey, babe, I love you. That's great. My kid is doing somersaults, coming in, counting in Spanish. So there's that. I make my children, so they have to know Spanish, and then obviously Bosnian. Their father's Bosnian, and then English, so that they know multiple languages. It's one of my like rules. So it's his way of like practicing and be like, look, Mom, I'm practicing. Anyways, he does somersaults and then counts in Spanish. So, all right. Anything else on this situation, please? The Fool card in reverse. It's literally just to think before you speak right now. That is it, okay? It is Mercury retrograde as well. You guys are ruled by Mercury, and so think before you speak, all right? Especially with the new moon in Scorpio. For those of you guys that are choosing to walk away from this business entirely, I respect that. I do feel like you will get this like lucky break. I feel like it's alignment, and a better job, good fortune coming in for you. I think that you'll manifest the money, and you know, things that you want into your life. But again, be careful. For some of you guys, this might happen at like a work party or event, or with coworkers at like some sort of event. Maybe go out with coworkers at the end of like a shift, or on a weekend they invite you over for a dinner or something like that. Everybody gets too lit. I don't know exactly what it is, but it is time to shed, you know, your losses here, and complete this metamorphosis. It's time for you to set like higher goals. I see you getting help getting a new job. Be careful of impractical spending if you do suddenly quit your job or get let go from your job, okay? That's what I've got for that though. But again, it really depends on how you handle yourself this week. It really does. Be careful about popping off. I don't know, I feel like somebody accuses you of some off the wall shit. But if it's not true, you shouldn't react that way anyway. So, alright, let's go ahead and see what we got. Singles, please. Singles. Messages for singles, single Geminis. So this week we're doing singles and we are doing couples, alright? So we're using my couples deck and my singles deck. Singles first. Daydreaming about you. Possibility for growth. And interference / temptation and playing games. Getting to know each other. Knight of Swords in the reverse has your overall energy, babes. And the Tower card right behind that, yikes. And the Page of Pentacles. Oh no, I'm sorry, Page of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's not loyal. I'm just gonna let you know right now. This person's really easily distracted. Like, they have a wandering eye. I feel like, yes, they're daydreaming about you, and like they give you these like signs and stuff like that they're, you know, really interested in getting to like know you, but then it's like they detach or get disconnected really quickly. Okay, they give you the idea that there's like a possibility between you guys for like growth, and that they're really in it to win it with you, but they do this with everybody, is what I'm getting here. Okay, I do feel like there's some sort of interference. This person's playing a lot of mind games here. They have a lot of addictions or toxic behaviors that isn't going to be good for you, and that's what's genuinely coming up here with the Magician in the reverse. Like, there's manipulation and this person's not who they claim to be. Yeah, Four Swords. They're just saying whatever they need to like sleep with you. Hierophant in the reverse. They, oh yeah, we're gonna be together a long time, but then they have commitment issues. How are they gonna be with you a long time if they have commitment issues? If, you know, they're kind of all over the place. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They have no desire to actually invest in this relationship as like a relationship. They're just trying to say what they need to say to get in your pants. Interference, playing games. Six of Wands. Yeah, this person's an attention whore. They like attention and they get a lot of attention. I'm sure they're very attractive. I have no doubt that they're attractive, that they're charming. Okay? But they're not used to dealing with somebody like you. And so they really drop the ball. They do. They drop the ball. Justice in the reverse. They don't do right by you at all. And you catch on to it real quickly. Alright, I feel like you're just getting to know this person. I feel like you're going at it in a very practical way, very practical manner. You're trying to be stable, grounded, and all of this, okay? You're definitely watering the seeds for growth. You're doing everything right. It has nothing to do with you. Like, this person's behavior does not reflect your value or your growth. They're just a fucking liar. Like, this person's a liar, and they make really impulsive decisions, and they're an opportunist here. This person's a coward, and they don't just lie to you, they lie to themselves about like who they are and how they can show up. The Chariot card in the reverse is here. I just, Spirit's saying like, hey, this is not a good idea. You have Spirit trying to protect you here from this person. This is not a good idea. This is not a good relationship to get into at all. I don't know. I don't like this person. This person is just playing these foolish games, okay? The Hangman in the reverse, and I feel like you can see through it. I really do. I think that you can see through the situation and you know better. But it's like their consistency is confusing to you. But they're a fuckboy, they're a fuckgirl, okay? They're an opportunist in some sort of way. They're also, you know, lazy, and that's why they have to move things at like a fast pace here, you know, in order to get things going, yeah. And I feel like you have a tendency to be like a little bit self-destructive because you're like, of course, who wouldn't fall madly in love with me overnight, you know? Which, of course, I'm glad that you know your worth and that you're that amazing, but we have to be practical. So be careful with that, okay? Couples, what do we got this week? This is a heavy fucking week for every single sign I've noticed. Every single sign has some heavy shit going on. And it's, I guarantee you, it's this new moon in Scorpio. This new moon's gonna rock everybody's shit. This whole year has rocked everyone's crap, okay? Couples, what do we got? No secrets, that's a great start. well, this is a positive reading for couples. I do like this. I think right now you need to protect your relationship for evil eye, and that is the only thing that is really coming up for you. You have a soul contract with this person, and it is a deep soul union with this individual. You guys don't keep secrets for each other. You guys are both open books. I feel like you guys are both on the same page. But there's a lot of people that aren't as happy as you are in relationships, and they do have evil eye towards it. I also think that you guys could definitely work on like discussing your sex life a little more, different like taboo desires or kinks, things of that sort here, things that you're interested in, and maybe exploring that. Again, with this new moon and being in Scorpio, Scorpio rules over the 8th house. And the 8th house does deal with intimacy and sex like that. So this would be a perfect time to do that, especially on the new moon, which is Thursday, 11:20. Not at 11:20 p.m. I'm sorry, but 11:20, like November 20th. Tell me about no secrets. I don't feel the need to clarify these cards, honestly. I think it's pretty straightforward, but yeah, we have 5 of Cups in the reverse. That's great. Okay, soul connection here. We have 8 of Cups, yeah, and the Chariot card. You guys are here to help each other evolve and walk away from certain patterns and behaviors, you know, to uplift and empower each other. I think that's really beautiful. Deep soul union. Okay, Queen of Pentacles here, a very practical, very grounded union. You guys are very connected. You guys share a lot of common goals, you know, visions for life, moral compass, etc. Tell me about the advice card. Thank you. Yeah, you got a lot of people sending you evil eye. It's kind of coming from multiple areas. 4 swords. You'll see it in meditation, but it's because you guys are both in alignment with your legacy, like with leaving a legacy here. Okay, so there's people that are speaking very negatively about your relationship. I don't know why. It feels like a cousin or a brother or something like that. Could be a family member that's really sending you the evil eye. Justice. Could be a Libra. Okay, or Pisces. But it's like 12th house, like hidden enemy type stuff for some of you guys. So you might not even know where this is like coming from or what direction it's coming from, but it's like you have secret haters. It could be old friends, people in your community, all right? But I see you being really happy, so it really doesn't matter, but there is a need to protect yourselves. So make sure you're creating a little ward, evil eye. I've got evil eye oil on my website if you would like some, FlavoredVivid.com. Judgment is in the reverse. Just don't be naive to it, is what I'm getting here. That's about it. Like, yeah, the star card in the reverse, because there's a lot of people hoping and wishing on your downfall in this relationship. They don't want to see you happy like this, but it's because they don't have that same happiness, okay? You know, I wouldn't like personalize it necessarily, but I would anchor into a little more protection for you guys, okay? Communicate more with your partner, deeper conversations. I feel like somebody here has a child, or you guys have children. You have a kid specifically, a little boy that's really gifted, and you need to put a little more effort into their future. Okay, make sure you're investing in, you know, different sports or gifts or talents that they like. You know, Gemini shared last week that my child is in 9th grade and like already got acceptance letters, you know, into certain universities here. And so, but that's because like anytime my kid was like, oh, I'm interested in coding, cool, let's get you a coding program. Oh, I'm interested in rockets, cool, let's build our own rocket, let's build our own robot, let's do this, let's do that. Like, I've always invested in whatever my kid is interested in. And so I can't take credit for it. I really can't. I did lay the foundation though, and so it's just about laying those foundations. If your kid's an incredible, you know, dancer, football player, whatever it may be, make sure that you're laying those foundations. Okay. Otherwise, things look good for you guys. Really, that was, I feel like, the most positive thing in this reading. It was a little heavy. I love you, Geminis. I'm so sorry if this week isn't the best week for you. You know, I know it sounds like counterintuitive, but I do feel like, you know, letting you know, like, celebrate all of your hard work, celebrate the wins that you do have. Not without, like, don't bypass the losses. You know, you don't bypass the hard times. Those are important too, but. You know, for me, I always try to find like the silver lining that allows me to anchor into that, and knowing like tomorrow's gonna be better. And this fucking sucks. This is real. My emotions and my feelings are valid, and you know, I know it's not always gonna be like this. All right, let's get into what we've got here, closing this out. Your purpose is to be heart-centered, yeah. I feel that. Okay, external energies are impacting you. Take a salt bath, cleanse your aura. Admired. Acknowledge how much you do. So many people do appreciate you. Okay, so just be mindful, again, with people trying to get you out of character, because I feel like they're going to be really good. They're going to hit like that one fucking nerve. And you know there's those people that are so good at that. You're like, how the this motherfucker, you know, like, it's just that one thing. Alright? You give so selflessly, it's your turn to receive, and people are projecting their pain onto you. Yep. Bottom of the deck, feathers and coins, we are with you. Top of the deck, this situation is already taken care of. You're manifesting rapidly, so think positively right now. And again, not in a spiritual bypassy way. We anchor into the shadow work. We honor the ebb and flow of life. But, you know, we think positively, like, okay, I am still manifesting. So come tomorrow, you know, like my broken ankle, for example, the way that I'd be like, today fucking sucks, I've cried all day, my ankle hurts, I've banged it on 3 different fucking things, I suck at crutches, almost broke my neck going down the stairs. Those are all true stories in the past, not now, I'm not on crutches or anything anymore, I can walk now, but, you know, these are things I would tell myself. I'd be like, but tomorrow's gonna be a better day. My ankle is healing, I would send healing energy to my ankle, you know, and that's ways that we like honor it, we accept it, but we also try to manifest a better day tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow's always a new day. Alright, babies, that's what I've got for you guys. I love you so much. I send you so much love and protection all around you. Fuck the people trying to fuck with you, okay? But at the same time, show up as your best self, okay? Alright, I'll see you next time. Love you, bye.